And hopefully during the
Imi?
break between the
I think
maps
Imi
that
probably
they have a
got
chance
caught up
to
doing other
talk
stuff,
through how
man.
they wanna micro a little bit
Imi's
better
good at anti, and I don't
let
think
their
he would have
team
been doing
plays
that as a head
little
coach.
bit better.
Mata's with the only ghost. All sheriffs again for NRG here. Actually, quite a few. That long range that they favor on these pistol rounds as they scream right into B site. They start to close that. Ethan, fake plant to see if anybody pops out for a shot. And they're already set up for post plant while the plant's happening. Superman low.
I think they got to push
EG
behind.
encroaching ever so slowly. Looks like they want to clear elbow first, but they're not going to have much time if they do this at the pace.
Yeah, I might have to wait for the high tide to come
What's the
down.
timing like on this one?
Go for the flank on the B
Ooh,
main
looks
first.
bad.
Scuba tested.
Nice movement.
Gets a backwards jump. He's going to lose Brock for that instance. And
Ah, dude, they might have a
Diddy's
pistol,
comes in
yeah?
for another kill here. EG pushing well into the front side where NRG entered, so that means they're going to have to flip the site. Oh my god, and they still have the answers. Still tucked in. The defuse tries to go through here, and they haven't cleared the site just yet, but this is one of the ones that could work.
Oh, just.
He goes for it, and it doesn't work, and that means it's even more pressure on EG for the defuse. The walk-in happens,
This is
and
gonna
it's
spin.
never gonna
Oh,
work.
they can't catch a break.
Ethan gets the shot. He goes down, but the round goes
Ethan
for
just
NRG.
got him at the end here as well.
I already felt in the retake of EG that it was going to be very difficult. The first curveball through the Viper wall was perfect. They catch one off guard, they take down Brock, but then you have a 3 versus 1 in the B main. And instead of going for a triple swing for the kill, you burnt the paranoia from Superman.
We don't anti anymore.
So what
It's
type
not
of
the teams
flashes
don't
do you have
anti
on the
anymore.
retake
It's
into
just
the
that.
site? Nothing. So now once again, just like Lotus,
How
you're
do I do
running
this
through
without
smokes, getting
flaming?
picked off, and you give a chance for energy.
I'm not sure there's a way of doing this without flaming. There's certain people that are good at anti and there's certain people that aren't good at anti. And I think the ones that self-proclaimed that they were good
that makes EG scramble,
proved that they won at London, so everyone just thought that anti is a
You can
joke.
see feet on the one-way, and he still kept swinging. Oh, EG is kind of antsy. They're hungry to get these plays, but also forcing a few errors for themselves. As NRG get the plant. And they'll be able to set this one up nice and easy. Evil Geniuses will look to just die to the spike here. It's so clean. You hear NRG in their interviews, and they say every game is a we-must-win game type deal. Doesn't matter if it isn't a championship.
Is it because
or
no one
not.
was able
So
to
that's why
anti-left split?
they
I
always
mean,
look
that's part of it.
unstoppable.
Well, that's why you want the championship.
That is definitely part of it. But I think there's other teams
into
that
the playoffs and see how deep you go in the
struggled
standings to
against
get
other
more
stuff
points
that
there.
should be antiable.
And they're what? If they win this one here, they're going to be 1 point away from tying up with G2. I think it's at 17 points. But most importantly, you know how difficult these matches are once you get into the play-ins. Just like Ender said, what's happening currently in EMEA right now, so many Tier 2 teams are actually upsetting the current
The thing is with
partnership
Lev, they
teams
have a lot
in
into their
current
stuff.
runs. So
Lev
if you have
do
one of those games, we have M80
something
for
very
Christ's
similar
sakes
to the
in our-
like
in
what
our
we used to
rosters,
do
right? They could knock
when
down
we
teams
antied
like
ourselves.
NRG, and if you fall
We
down
just make
early,
little micro
thankfully,
adjustments.
at least hopefully,
So it kind of
you
just messes
have
up
the
your full
safety net
anti.
of the championship points to get through the
That's all you
championship.
have to do.
They might be one
But
of the most hungry
the thing that Lev have
been on the
that is
cusp
sick
of
is just
finding
how good the
themselves on that
individuals are as
stage.
well.
Bestia, 2G, teams that have had players
Like they
on
got
this
such a.
stage that are gonna come in
I remember when
very
people were laughing at me.
hungry
I said it
that
on
EG is
Plat
gonna
Chat.
have to worry about.
They have like
Super excited
5
for
of the
that to
best
see a return of a
individuals
lot
in
of these players
Americas.
from partnership and probably come back with a vengeance, which again we
remember people looking and being like, "What?"
EMEA.
They actually just do.
Magnum, Patty Tech.
Yeah.
But I think most people didn't know about Neon back then.
Well, so is NRG, as they are controlling this game and look to steer it straight towards mid and use that harbor wall for Kiko to break the side open. And he's really just the one kind of selling this.
You
They want to see how
you
much
can't
EG
be
will
up
move
there
for the
getting a
bonus round.
smoke out,
Stand
mate.
through, though. As Dizzy
Come on
gets
now.
that first kill and Bao will answer across the map. They're finding the back of NRG the whole time with the little inserts EG has had. Ethan pushes forward as they have to make room in the site, but it's not going to work. EG is not stopping. They're pushing forward a little bit more, and the Stinger's only going to do so much.
Surviving. Okay.
EG come back for the bonus round this time.
Yeah, stopping NRG's bonus round is a great start. Not getting it converted last time around there, just like on Lotus. But that said, NRG's walking into this rifle round with their own null command. You're seeing how NRG won
It's
this round.
only
Lots
top
of
4
sprays
for
from smokes
playoffs.
that got
That
some
is
kills,
points,
and
yeah.
it's just a little bit harder here for the Stingers to play that long range in an open site. We'll see right now if NRG will try to go for
Switch it up
some
for the
sort
first
of a
5
hit
rounds.
with an
Yeah,
null
that's how
command.
we used to avoid getting antied. The only problem was because we only had anti to make game plans because we had no IGL.
wait, the pop
that
flash
if the
pulls the
opposite
Ronas
team
ult
changed
out
up their
immediately.
comp,
You have to be kidding.
we were cooked.
That's crazy.
Guys, moving over with the rest of the team. Probably Null coming into the A site as well.
Yeah. Oh, energy.
Only one person inside this A site.
Dash in, take that space. Super textbook here, but Superman looking to mix things up. The timing works for him. Scuba decided not to peek, and he's going to be able to clear him as well. It takes a third just to take the Superman down. Waiting for that wall to drop. It has fallen, so EG's about to get their peaks on. That means NRG is hiding to create the crossfires. Not looking at a Brock ultimate here, so he's going to try to get a long peek on before he can get back. Is he going for the full swing? The fight's already happening inside as the paranoia comes through from EG. Ethan clears with the fragment grenade. Looking them back each other up.
You can double swing this guy.
Take the same angles for NRG, and Bao gets two.
A bit too early.
In this, the late drone. The jig is up for Brock here. It's going to take the firepower, and it's
damn, bro, really? That was nuts from Brock. That was awesome. I thought there was no chance.
Bao and Superman did whatever they could there. They each had a two-piece. That means that there was only one player remaining, being Brock. The util was great for the wraparound for NRG to just stall, delay. Perfect plant scenario as well, plant position.
Oh my God.
That never puts them in a place where they were supposed to play in A main in the first place and gives them
that was a good replay. I like the... Dude, that's a nice shot for a replay, man. They should do that more often.
Maybe not necessarily going
this was my whole thing in CS. I used to speak about this. Like you know cameras here. Like a down the line shot is always better than a POV camera because everyone else reacts so much more than how you react normally.
Holy moly! How do you answer?
So like getting other people on your team's reactions are always so good. Like that was probably one of the best like POV camera replays from like the team for a long time.
NRG kind of knows, of course, that EG's on this eco right now, and at the minute mark, trying to see if there's going to be some sort of a pop attack on that side, and already the recon dart comes out. That probably gives an inkling that there is a little bit of concentrations of defenders in the mid take. So look at them all fall back right now, all meeting up here towards the back lines, probably finish towards the B site. Especially after that first kill from Mata. Digizine tried to peek for some information. Who better than Digizine to do it? I respect that.
Yep.
He is the one that you definitely need in a roster for EG to score these first blood, especially if he has a nice pistol to work with.
They're reading the elbow play. Oh, nicely timed.
Dude, he got the wall out though.
High tied up.
He got the wall out.
They can get that weapon. It's going to be huge. It looks like they'll have time to do it. They're already pinging towards it as Ethan and the team ping into sight. They need to get the plant down and set up a reverse sight here, knowing everything's been flipped by evil geniuses.
So annoying too that Scuba kept his Viper wall. So
it's a good flip.
Anytime a rotate towards spawn will be
might own this.
difficult to do. And that also secures the information that NRG currently has here on how to play this post plant.
And they're
Mate,
not
what
even
is that
letting
pause?
EG get
I've
close
never
to
seen that.
Crossfires,
That's disgusting.
taking the fights as soon
The
as
little
they
brick
come
angle.
online, and another one happens.
What even is that?
Rona will try and enter all on his lonesome here. And that timer is already ticking, so this is the pressure of damage. And there's one. Oh, the swing puts great protection between him and Brock to finalize that kill. He's going to be able to get half here as he swings it. And that's going to be the time
nice try, though. It's some nice shots.
Needed to shut him down, shut him up, and take the round right back in their favor.
Good on Zerona to go for that one, though.
Yeah.
There was an eco that you had for EG, so you build the econ, the max bonus, you get rifles no matter what in the next round. But on top of that, getting the 3 kills makes it expensive for NRG. You're getting closer to your run it back as well. You're forcing these peaks to happen, so. See, you asked me the question of how do you actually fight around
2023 Demon 1 on 2026 Neon.
NRG's play so far. You see the vibes
Neon,
are still
maybe,
up,
to
you
be
see that they
honest.
still have the confidence going for these type of plays, so that
I reckon they'll have Demon 1 higher rank though, in terms of the rating of that.
And the operator now online. You talked about that in the first map.
Digizine
has that economy, has it in his hands, but they're going to be forced for a fast strat towards B, and also this mid strat that cuts off the transition. Superman hiding in just a small quadrant of safety, and Kiko sources him right out. Now they have to retake with that op instead of it being a first line of attack, which slows things down a little bit, and there's so many angles to clear just to get there for EG.
Probably know that.
I don't know if they
13-1
really
into a 13-1.
Such an interesting look for EG for that round, though. Focusing a lot of players to fight towards middle and leave the sites pretty much open. And only one person moving down that line was able to call it out for NRG to move into an open B site. And Superman couldn't hold his ground, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is one of the everything has to go perfect situations. Or you'd expect EG to back away. They try to back away here, and this is actually going to be a hunted Digizine. And he's quite close to the action. A little dart. Ooh. Jump fakes Brock on the Phantom, and he's going to be able to stay alive here. But this is it. This has been EG trying to keep themselves alive in here, getting around, and then it going back in favor of NRG as they scramble to get control of the game from the champs.
What would you do if every region except for China had TMV casting the games?
Good to see the shots are good from Digizine, though. You haven't seen a single.
Simple.
Albeit when I wanted to see some up on the attack side, I also wanted to see it on the lurker, so you could still leverage like the satchels, the spacing that Digizine could get. Yeah, this is a very easy series so far in the eyes of Bankar. It's almost like he's
timeout
in a Tesla, his feet up,
in here before
autopilot, just watching the game unravel into his favor. But for Coach Potter, it's a little bit more work that she needs to do right now with the team to clean up the act on their defensive side.
Yeah, if it was NRG's idea to really put what they practice into plan, man, they are getting it round for round. Almost like having the ref being able to reset and like, good, just do it this way next time, and then they can. So EG looking to steal away that freedom. You talked about the vibes. We heard the vibes
no
from
Harbor.
Superman. It's just
I mean, teams are getting pretty good at playing against the Harbor at the moment on attack.
Scoreline isn't all that bad when you know alts are about to come on.
People are cancelling a lot. We've had 2 games this week where see the Harbor wall, you cancel.
Seeing here, Kiko going into the Jet, so playing a lot of agents for NRG within this stage, being the Swiss Army knife for the team too.
And it's kind of all over the place with his agents.
When it comes down to map like Sunset, where they were so far haven't won a single game, but trying different things to make sure that they can have a deeper
random
map
Cypher
pool no matter what. But Kiko is definitely not only good
what map does he play Cypher
that he plays, but the firepower that he brings. He had the crowd buff going into Masters London, dropping like +20s against the tops of the world, and then even in the first map, even had like a +13 or something like that on Lotus himself. So he's definitely finding his form, treating America as like home, just like London, and farming against EG today.
He is an international player for sure. Like, he brings it at home, but it's great to have in somebody like that. All right, we're going swimming this round. Reckoning goes out. High tide is up. And this is going to force Digizine and the rest of the team off. This is what makes it so hard to be an operator right now. Is you do not own a line.
Actually gives
the controller util.
Gives EG a little bit of space.
And they're actually taking a deep exit towards the ult here to make EG have to walk through everything and take that damage just to source where the spike is.
Yes, you're fine. They got a Byron coming up.
Pancakes.
Surely they win that one.
Dart's about to go off. The team's going to try to
4
act
out of 5
this. They see nothing, but that's also okay because they can use that info to try and get to position. Kiko is already looking him dead in the eye with the daggers.
Kiko's only got a shorty.
Ready for a close-up fight.
They have this much money, he's only got a shorty.
Pit's still controlled. They haven't even done anything about the pit yet. EG has to pick up the pace here if they want anything to happen in this round. They're going in with sheriffs, and those have to be the sentries to source out the information. But they're just giving NRG too much respect, keeping him in here with the spike as well, which they've already made it out basically scot-free. Kiko goes down in the end there, and a 6-1 scoreline for NRG as EG just looked indecisive.
Kiko is just trying to tighten his shoelaces so he can close the gap on Zerona trying to run away. He only had a shorty to work with after the Blade Storm, so couldn't take the weapon away from Zerona's hands. But I understand you're trying to play the retake for our team. You're trying to get some opportunities to catch some players off guard when the wall comes down through Zerona's rifle, through Digizine's op, and then maybe you start upgrading weapons as you throw with the run it back in there. But NRG gave them nothing to work with in the post plant. So staying very composed, despite them having such a one-sided victory for NRG so far, they're still making sure that they're playing the cleanest Valorant and not overheating in these scenarios.
Oh, in a tough spot. One going in, one going out. This is huge. Wait, runs right by him. I don't know how Brock just stayed alive. They get Zerona, a nice protection from Ethan and the crew to keep that safe.
A bit of damage on
and
that.
They get out without a scratch, really.
Did Scuba forget to buy armor, or is this?
So did Scuba. But this is a rotation out from EG. Trying to catch that in translation as they go from site to site.
Right now, as Mata just got walled here, legged by Digizine, and he's also spotted the drone from Pancakes on the top of mid.
Okay.
Nice, Digizine.
Nice,
okay.
dude.
Warming up is the name of the game here for Evil Genius.
Holy, go on.
Let's see it.
Get the op
Brock,
out.
he was the one to shut down a huge round last time. Now
Yeah,
tested against Digizine. He pulls the up again.
mate.
Oh, it's going to be just over
That
the
might have been
shoulder.
your easiest shot.
And now Brock has the entire team coming in for a family photo.
A lovely round from him.
Superman cleans that up in a second round now for EG.
What a beautiful round by Digizine, cutting the rotates across. Like I said, NRG had so much information to start rotating on the other side, knowing that the B site's open. But these type of shots, super clean from the star duelist of Evil Geniuses. Top of the ratings when he got dropped by Loud, but was farming in the VCLs, but also in Ascension in itself. Seeing how and why Potter looks for a player like this.
Yeah.
The amount of first kills versus first deaths that he's able to bring for a team has been so good since the Loud days to the VCL to even show it in this stage here.
A little bit of hype in mind.
They warm
Reset
up a bit.
from that
my
Potter
God.
timeout. As AG start off with the first blood here. It's quickly taken by Ethan though. And now Mata and the rest of the team are going to start pushing inside. Ethan actually takes a little bit more space here to identify
can they even
two
leave site with this comp?
So NRG can really sort out the space they want before engaging again.
Go one smoke, I guess.
EG close to that first pyramid here. And it looks like they will wait for Zerona to get in. It's a smart play for the wall and the flash.
A big wall cycle is coming across here, but the drone's going to see a lot. Here comes EG closing in.
Scuba tucked in, knowing there's kills going on around. That's the chaos.
Wait, that kill?
Nice job by Bow to source a kill onto Brock. And this is the come around now for Mata. Anything happening inside is all really for naught here.
Not
if he
again.
can do this, oh my god, deja vu. And it's not
Yeah,
gonna
I was going to say
happen.
not
They
again.
snuff out the nightmare that time. Superman takes down Mata and the defuse will come through.
They're trying to fake that one as well by throwing the cove in the back so that Mata could try to
You
find
gonna be watching the
timing.
second game tonight? Nah, I don't think
At the
so.
end of the day, from
I think we're going to keep the good
spike
sleep
plant,
pan.
the position, they probably had the idea, speaking of EG, that there was probably going to be another one of those trying to wrap around. Worked out well.
Fnatic? Mate, there's not enough time to fix that team.
The wall cycles out of
I think they'll
NRG.
be Giants, though.
Once you start seeing EG encroach with the information on the drone,
Nice, guys.
they had the advantage on how they wanted to trade it.
Nah, he's not going to. Really?
Okay.
Time to take control of the steering wheel once again.
Damn.
A little bit more of an idea on why EG wanted to choose Breeze now.
Doing all right?
Setting in for the squad of NRG. And it is get to that op. And the first one may have missed, and they may have cut off Digizine on the first few lines, but he created his own space that round to make sure the op could come online. And that's exactly what the EG picked up Digizine for, to be that guy.
Yeah, and I just talked about the NRG, how clean they were in terms of the Valorant gaming that they've been bringing there throughout this series.
Think Giants will beat them?
That
Oh,
time
really?
around, they weren't really playing off each other, and it looks like Bonker really wanted to clean that up right away.
I think it depends on
So he
maps.
calls a timeout.
You definitely
Let's
want.
try to
They definitely
re-hit
should go back
towards
to
the
banning
A-site.
Haven.
It's almost reminiscent. I remember in an interview of NRG
But I felt like the
continuously hitting
Viper
A-site,
crashes
A-site,
fast
Breeze
fixed most of their
because he's
stuff.
like, yeah, we're just trying to get some reps in, so let's try to bring it in one more time. So after the timeout, NRG now leading 5 players towards the A site.
What did they ban last time? Summit? Was it?
Starts with a knife to get information towards the A line, so they know at least that
Prodigy,
Digizine
at
not on that
least the
side,
first
so let's
game.
see how they execute into A.
I'll let you know on Discord for the second game, but I would say it's likely the whole day. I'm not there.
Mid-site, Phoenix. What?
Nice. All dead, all dead.
2v2, boys, 2v2.
Rock has bomb.
Jet has up, guys.
Going close down. I'm just gonna walk through, bro.
I like it, I like it, I like it.
Go for it. Rock and drone in 2 seconds.
Bridge left, off.
Only Brett top. No,
You have COVID too, Adam.
I'm running your left.
Just don't worry about it.
I'll ping him soon. Wait. He's far. Going up.
Tag him.
On the rope. Under the rope. Just get out. I have shocks for a bomb.
It's planted mid-site.
You can go door, Adam.
Just chill.
4 bullets in him.
He literally can't play.
We have double shock and dart later. Just live forever, Adam. Yep. Right here.
On ping.
1 jet smoke max too. Dart at 5. Adam will play first.
Mid site.
I'm guarding for a
Picked up
second.
a rifle.
Guarding,
Picked up a rifle.
Good job, Adam. Nice fucking round, bro. There we go.
There we go.
It's nice to watch those two. It was nice.
Yeah, we wanted some clean communications this time
Yeah,
around
the
for
comms are
NRG,
good.
and we got it after the timeout.
Dude, I like
It
how
was chaotic. There was
so
some
funny
question
with
marks being
Brock,
thrown,
man.
but what I
He
really
was
like at
just-
the same time for NRG
it's just
is
so
that
good to have
lot of
like a
these
server
teams
that
are
wants to
finding
play
a lot
like
of good
this.
value throughout the stage. Is that it's not
See how
only
he, like,
just on
wanted
the
him to leave the
protocols
whole
on how
time.
to exec and how to play some
He just
clean
wants to
battle,
play
but
for his util
when it
the whole
comes
time
down
as
to these
well.
scenarios
It's
where
nice.
it doesn't come out into your favor, you have to be assertive on the space that you take. Individualism has to come out to play, and that's where Mata just shined there on that 2v2.
It's something that Ethan has actually recently said he loves about this team and relieves pressure from him as the caller, because normally he was the mid-round second caller, making plans off of the first guy. So to have the team take mini fights by themselves, it relieves that pressure. Here, he's the flash pressure as they head into the site. Scuba relieves that on Supermen as they creep right in without too much trouble here. On to Evil Geniuses, up the gut. Pancakes hits out the Hunter's Fury and just misses out on a kill. But Mata
DG's in
sources what
hasn't
they're
even
fighting on
looked
all
at elbow
fronts here.
once.
They're still
even
attacking
consider
in the
it.
post plant. And EG's just not ready for it. I mean, they didn't plant, but still pushing, I should say, in that site. Crazy stuff that NRG just aren't stopping.
How's the
Best
EP
insert
Gentleman's
EG
game?
has right now
Really
is Vow
fun,
in the
man.
window, though. They don't have him accounted
EP
for yet.
are so fun to watch,
And it counts.
and it's a lot to do with Patty Tech, to be
Quickly
honest.
take
But
it down. And now they know where Zerona is, too.
like in the actual server, Kozzy's very good.
Look to the right. Bit of util to get in here, but he's going to have someone lurking on him, too. Doesn't even have the angles necessary, and Brock takes him down for an 8-3 now in favor of NRG.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think
What
outside
city
of
would
the
you never
operator
want
for
to live in?
Digizine
Mate, I
and
don't like
playing
cities,
solo
so
to try to block
had
out
to
some
say
lanes
all
and
of
get
them.
some information here
Yeah.
for EG. I feel like it's a little bit of a different outlook from EG in their macro, their positioning, and understanding where NRG are kind of starting their rounds. I wanted to praise them on their attack side when it came down to Lotus, that they were manipulating the map quite well and just missing the fundamentals of working together. But this time around, it almost seems like NRG always has like some easy entries at different areas, different spots. You saw a double lurk and a double push that got some value there on the side of NRG in the previous round. So NRG are leaving so many gaps on the defense.
They're just trying to just get sourced kills here in the beginning of the round. Extremity, extremity, but they've lost B. Kiko goes down right away. So the question is, how do they get in now?
Reckoning in pit, maybe?
Yeah, it's
That's simple.
gonna have to be the full team though.
Have you been to New York?
Everyone
Yeah. I was
behind
there
it.
for the
They're gonna look for a shot.
10
first,
days,
pick
week. I
up that
can't remember how
gun,
long it was.
see if they can't get anybody caught off.
Don't ask me about cities, man. I promise you, I just don't like all the cities. I'm just not a city
Chosen the
person. They're
soft
just too
site.
busy for me.
And they're actually just gonna walk it in. And why not? If it can be for free, you take it. Ethan drops Superman just like that. And now they cut it again. They're trying to be quiet about it, but Digizine says no way. Pressing the fact. Now into Scuba. He's been so clean from this position. You can't get him out. And NRG, when they're rooted into this site, are so hard to dig out. Brock gets a kill before run it back can do any damage.
Dude, I was looking at it on the minimap thinking, is the timing of this gonna happen?
TP in though from Bao as he tries to sort something out, and Brock hears it happening. Really can't get anything
Super
by
winnable.
NRG in these instances.
Nah,
Mata's
the
ready
jump
for
up
Zerona.
before
They
the
have
check.
all the angles covered from that spot. And another round comes in for NRG, a 9-3 first half.
The
Dominance.
scaling is so beautiful for NRG to entry towards that B site. So jumping out the window, technically you won't get hurt by the person watching in that spot. And as they walk up, they hide the wall, so they're never going to see. Superman's never going to see them walk up. So it was going to be an open surprise, no matter what. Not a chance for EG to hold, and potentially not a chance for EG to turn it around.
You said no
It's gonna
two
be
teams
tough.
will
They
make
have
champs
to
after
leave
today as they changed their
everything
minds.
on the
It still shouldn't
table when
happen.
we come back from the break. Don't go anywhere.
I have EP getting 5th to 6th. I have M80 getting 5th to 6th. I think that's the furthest they go. It's such a big step to win 2 more games. That's my issue. They got to get top 2. Yeah, they got to get top 2. EMEA might be the region though. because you don't really have like the gatekeepers. Prius, hello mate. We've been speaking about you. Only good, of course. Vitality. Yeah, Vitality maybe. They could beat most of the teams in the EMEA though. There is a good chance. EP and 5 Flux. Which region is the most likely for tier 2 teams to make champs? It's EMEA for sure. But maybe I'm saying that because I don't know the Pacific teams.
G on attack here to see if they can get some momentum. That first building block is going to be pistol round though. And NRG has been stealing them away.
Exactly. Not
Joe
getting
Black
the
for
one here
cover.
on
Yeah, they've probably
Breeze
got another win in
either.
them.
So currently 0-3. On the defensive side for NRG, if you're looking at their pistol round from the attack side compared to this one, they're a little bit less Sheriffs on their side. They do want to use a little bit more util, especially when it comes down to the ones that could stall for Scuba and Mata.
Dude, Bow raid
for
boss.
them, Snake Bite, Cove available. Should I say the high tide? As Ethan's trying to find his timing here through the mid-smoke.
Playing anti-flash on his way down. Oh, God. Didn't expect that second wall there for a second, and he didn't expect Superman. Inside the site still. Scuba is just between the pyramids, and they can just pop right out to make this troublesome, but EG answers very nice. The mid-round adaptation has been working here as Superman's able to get that flank kill and really start to send NRG for a loop.
Who's getting VIP first, Prius or Achilles?
Pretty lethal
I mean,
ghost.
Prius had it, he just lost it
Will
because
have
he's
to
bad
make
at his
noise
job.
to enter into the site, and they just have
So we
that
might give it to
insurance
Prius again
policy
just because I
of
know he ain't
Superman
going
at
to
the
keep it
last
for long.
moment.
Oh, no.
Vance, not like this. Oh, almost on the reset there. Bao is able to
Okay.
get the better ghost in. And they get out with the round
how close they
pistol.
can get
We
it.
talked about it. That's the first stepping stone.
Still surprised of what was the call here for EG in the post plan, why both of them are walking back towards the A main. You already had Superman that cut the rotates over on the mid side, so he could play the contact for anybody walking across towards the A side, so the two guys on the pyramid could swing out. Maybe because of this position of Kiko right here, EG maybe expected it was a double flank. Yeah, well, I mean, Superman said that he needed to warm up, that the team needed to warm up, and he had some great classic shots.
Ooh, more classics being fired here as we get into A main. And quickly scooting out. Mata's going to reset for a re-hit here. A right click. Oh my gosh. He just denies everyone else. Him and Ethan doing some crazy classic
group
work in
up
front
on
of
mid.
A main to make EG
Looks like Bao
worry
might be
about
on it.
what's next. You got to be kidding. But they rightfully so. The trap plays.
Is it a good or a bad
protocols
thing
they've
if tier
been
2
facing have
teams,
been
if a
deadly,
tier
so
2
the
team
fuel
wins
clear
champs?
comes out and they realize,
Hey, chill,
minute.
bruh.
we have this space for
You gotta
free.
chill. You got some
Energy's been
tier
able
2
to
teams at the
source a
moment
gun. No, Zerona's
that are
trying to
proven
keep on that
best,
kill, so it'll be
that are
protected.
riding off high momentum. You got some tier
Vance,
1
are they gonna
teams
stop on the way in?
that are getting
They're just
beaten down.
running behind Ethan's flashes, behind the
making
team's
changes.
protection. They've killed a few.
Let's wait until they like take some big. If they take some big teams down, then we can start getting
NRG for a second
talk about
round.
like
EG
making
stop
champs.
high-fiving, there's a Phantom in the sight. I don't know if they picked it up because it was like, what, a Bulldog and a Guardian in their hand. I think they picked up at the very last second. But yeah, it was very nice. Good round here for Superman for the pistol round into the second one.
This is like the best scenario for Riot. They'll be able to promote the open circuit and encourage orcs to
Bonus
come to
round here, I
Valorant.
mean,
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
going to be a round where potentially they could continue
I think
to
you're right.
work for an orb and really work off the
Might
Zorona
actually
ult.
incentivize them to make it
You
a little
have to
more
give
open,
credit
to be
for
honest.
Mata in that previous round when he got the right click kill. And now forces Zorona to pick up an orb and look for an extra kill before they could start activating. So it's going to slow down EG's round for a bit here.
Because he can't go to champs. Yeah, that's also true. A lot of the teams that have star players that are under 18 apparently won't be able to play in China anyway.
Looking for that Ethan spot on the pistol round, that is. He is not going to be pushed, but he will be doing a bit of leaning for the team as Digizine leans into that.
Pistol into a bonus maybe?
So that retake for NRG becomes
they go 2-2 on the sides. They still got a drone, still got a recon.
For EG, because Superman only has a ghost to work with. So that's kind of weak when they want to try to entry into the site. It seems to be a split into this B site, but there's still 2 players of energy here.
Superman's wall just goes out. That's going to activate the brains of NRG to start rotating over. But it isn't really activating too much of EG because inside sight, Digizine is ready to work the back line just like that.
Hold up,
He was a ghost for a moment.
They can for sure win
had
this.
No idea. They're swapping it around enough time to make sure Zerona gets the plants here so they can min-max a bit more. And what a bonus round, like you said. This is the momentum and the confidence EG needed here.
So they didn't pick up a weapon or save the Phantom on the previous round, but at least Superman's able to pick one up here off the corpse of Scuba in the back of the site. Works out. I think right now Digizine just slipped through the net. Had such a beautiful 1v1 opener through the mid double doors. There was no reaction.
Will they allow under 18s to play in champs and stuff? It's
up
normally just the country laws, mate.
It's very similar to what we keep
it's not like
about.
Riot.
You're not playing a Cypher here on the comp, and you don't have some early mid control. The players have to play so far back. So as soon as a smoke comes up here
labor
towards
laws,
this tunnel side,
China
that
labor
blocks
laws.
the whole vision of Brock.
Don't know what
Ethan
America's
was
like.
trying to play an angle, and then Digizine is able to find the timing to get inside that smoke that allows EG to go for the pop split, and for even Digizine
they simply changed the laws. Yeah, it's not really how the world works.
Oh, and he gets the kill. So Zerona gets out there because he wanted to die, and then Digi gets his kill. So
they're actually snowballing right here.
There at the end to chase down. And there's that opener. And yeah, that separated the map so much. Jeez. Thank you. He's like, I'm working.
Yeah, he's locked in. That's the gamer mode position of lean in, put your elbows on your knees, and just stare at the screen.
Why don't they just pay them?
It's time for EG to play the comeback in the second half, looking
not that easy to
much
change
better
laws.
on the attack side. Outlaw in the hands of Digizine, knowing here that NRG are going to be on a low buy. Only thing that Kiko has is, or at least that NRG has, is a rifle in the hands of Kiko. And a half shield. He's currently watching that towards the mid line, but he doesn't want to give too much space. And that paw flash attempt to peek, unfortunately, gets blinded by Ethan, so they still get 0 value on where EG is currently set up at the beginning of this round.
Well, they choose to try for A main next.
Why do they not pay the players so it doesn't count?
And they will choose correctly. Behind door number 1 is the first blood of the round.
Still, well, I don't know the exact rules. I mean, you might be able to have a gray area where you could get away with it, but
or make sure the team can get into B.
But they're still like competing, so they're still working. That might be more illegal.
Right off of the site. So this is about the EG post plant now. They are numbers down. They're gonna have to really make this work if they want to keep the momentum up, because I feel like NRG could just take it all back with this round.
Mata picks up the Outlaw. They're going for a double flank so far here.
How does CS get around it?
They are trying to activate a little bit more quickly. Second
very
flash doesn't give a chance for Kiko
shady.
to be as clean, but thankfully nobody was there. If they could encroach onto Scuba at the bottom of this B site, this Reckoning could do a lot of damage.
Superman hears it. He's going to be calling it, but he has to keep his eyes forward, hoping they jump
involves a
over
lot
his
of
head
lying.
here without too much focus. Oh, he's able to get both somehow.
That's insane. They actually get the double, huh?
And what a read. Now, NRG's hand is forced as Kiko dashes in.
Mate, Kiko's just... Whoa, he got the guy at the back. Bro, he's running for a couple of those kills. Wait, this was a stacked round, by the way. The guy in the window did a madness.
How did that happen?
No, I felt like he's running for this, and then he insta-pops the guy through the wall at the end.
Denying the dynamic duel at the top of window, yet somehow Kiko still dashes
Could be
in
a
and
stacked replay right here for
gets out
sure.
of it and gets an instant kill.
Oof.
Digizine was never ready for that one either. You could see he was aiming on top of
Sidestep's
yellow.
good. Trade's good.
Look at that.
Dash is good for
The
info.
turn to be able to spot
Oh,
pancakes
I thought
and
he was
spot
running
Bao at the
for
same
that.
time.
Oi, that's a
Just a
clean
human
one
turret.
right there.
Oh my god!
That was insane!
And he dashed this
That
to the
is the
spike as well to
ace.
save time. That was insane rounds.
Crazy stuff as Evil Geniuses need to put a pause on that ace momentum.
Had a
They
Fortnite
go
getaway
for the
event. Is
timeout.
it most of their stuff online? I don't know how they get. Honestly, I don't know how other
That could be
esports
almost
or
as
like
deflating as
games getaway event.
similar,
I would
maybe
imagine
not
it's
as
mostly
heavy
illegal.
as a 12-5 loss that EG suffered to MIBR and Haven. But that type of scenario here where Kiko is moving in like that, there's absolutely no way they should give that up. In moments where EG were losing a lot of those man advantages against MIBR, it was them running into somebody like Verno and just getting mowed down, where Verno just clutched against them every single time. I mean, you're seeing it here. It is not looking good for week after week in terms of how they're trying to convert their man advantages for EG, and it continues to be worsened against NRG today. And at this point, the reason why I'm saying how it hurts even more, it's that it had to be NRG running into them.
And
It had to
Actual
be one
Sports have
single
minor
guy running
pros,
into them.
but
Yeah.
And he
Actual
just
Sports.
dismantles the
So
whole
like I know if
and that timeout is
you
just
can
a
get, like,
timeout to
10
calm the
visas.
senses, pretty much.
but I don't know
It's a
what
Hail
the.
Mary timeout for EG to
I
try
don't know how
to
that works in terms of
string
like
as many rounds as they can to try to push this
people
into a
that
third
are under
map.
18.
But NRG are definitely in a position to get an easy 2-0 now, especially with that first blood from Kiko.
Someone's feeling it right now.
Chopping
through
with the
the
prime. Appreciate the
door.
19 months.
It's the last point.
Maybe.
Digizine was successful, and he gets
I still don't
shut
think so,
down
but
this time around.
The EMEA teams are looking like they might have a go at
And
it.
they're all pushed up on some angles, so you can see Ethan has a pretty forward angle. Still watching down doors. Just checks from Nest here as Brock starts to lean towards A. It's like they just know what EG's doing based on where they're not seeing them for the moment.
They have
You
more
see the
money so they can
differences
get
of
more
how NRG and
exceptions.
Curly set up
Yeah.
to find
I mean,
that
dude,
active information.
I think
This time
some of
by having Brock
the
droning on middle instead of playing towards the
some of the
extremities, they
big
could use Ethan with the
even
knife
some of
to
the
get
big
into
esports games
install
definitely have
just
some
like
pull
that.
as well.
Crazy.
Now at the mid round, you know that
We were on
EG has a lot of players still looking
we
for
were
the
on like a
elbow
sports
slash
visa
mid
for a little bit
control,
when COVID was
trying
on.
to fight through that.
Okay, Digizine getting through was big last time. Now it's Bao, but he's already found out. He only had a moment behind enemy lines before they found him. Through the walls. A few inserts, but it's not back sight. They don't even know what's back there. EG still has to keep going, and they're going to plant danger zone here.
Why? Because no one could travel apart
Brocklin was
from
going down, but
unless
he
you
gets
had
out
it.
using util. Look at NRG just closing in so fast. Zerona is able to capitalize on one. Kiko now with the ultimate after that crazy ace round as he's going to start trying to identify positions. Hello. Zerona takes a few cuts to the back of the head, and they're still going for the fight. Everybody just hit with util here, but it's up to Superman. He's going to put down the pit in the 1v2 situation. And this is his moment. Cape blowing in the wind. He's going to try to get this down. Doesn't want to enter the smoke just yet. Goes! He meets both of them inside the smoke because there's so much time before the pressure's really added. NRG play it calm, cool, and collected and bring it to 11 for themselves.
Nice try, man.
Almost felt like
Kiko's
EG
going
were trying
crazy
to
in
move
this game, I'm
forward into
telling
the
you.
site so they could leverage the pit to block out the tunnel, to block out the arches. But just unfortunately, as they're just trying to set up here in the post line, they're also all losing their positioning. Zerona did his darnest to try to take some players down, but so many players once again sneaking through. The first one was that pick that Scuba got into Bao into tunnel. This time you just saw it on the screen where Kiko just got the
You say that, but
backstab
so far I'd say
on it to
two
Zerona.
teams beating Heretics, Gentlemates, and Fnatic to an extent is very
So the
impressive. Oh,
protocols,
it's
the
impressive for
post
sure.
line that Ender was talking
But it's
about
not
here
like
between the
it's
match
nothing
continues
crazy.
to linger.
You got to remember that,
As
like
a-
Prax and stuff,
pretty
man.
much
They beat
now at
a
this
lot of those
point,
teams in
point.
Prax. Also,
Just looking for one or two
the gap
or three
isn't as big
rounds
as
that
people
EG can
think.
string together to make it look clean in these team-based scenarios. We just unfortunately haven't seen it yet.
but it's just like normally what happens is a good
Smartly
tier 2 team
playing
is like
in and
middle of
out
the pack.
fuel to keep it up.
They're like your kind of fifth
but
to
also
sixth.
playing that
So
orb
it's still
mid,
very hard for them to
up
come
and
top
down.
2.
So Kiko, I'm sorry, Scuba doing multiple things right now to make sure EG's not having a good time.
And they're fine. I mean, this position, you have all this locked down on the B side.
And it was so quick.
You're locking over on this side as well for the A side, so really the only avenue that EG has is to walk contact back into B where they can get up down or make a lot of noise on middle where they have 3 players with Ethan getting ready to pop flash potentially for the swing through the smoke. Nah, you don't need flashes. You'll just swing through alone.
The first thing NRG did was shoot at the door opening sound.
Ethan took him down. He stole the kill.
Just cooked him up there.
How's he forgot that?
Fragment kill on his teammate, but it's not even going to
How's he
matter for
nailed his
NRG.
mate a door?
It's just part of the day. Good cleanup by Superman, very low to get that kill. But yeah, the time's already ticked quite far down. Zerona making some noise. Quiets it down. Great by Pancakes to draw the attention, and a double swing is going to regain control of the site. But Pancakes takes it right
playing
back
so well that
here. All right.
you definitely got to believe.
Is the challenge. It seems impossible in the previous rounds, but EG need to find a way to do it and keep this off of map and series point for NRG. Superman's low on anything. He's first contact here. He's actually going to step out a little bit more to try and get a different angle to make sure Kiko has to look all the way around for this kill. Oh, what good timing. Nicely playing in the mind of their opponent. EG are setting this one up to work in their
nice
favor.
run from
Superman comes
in the
up with 2 8 HP
It's
kills.
2, yeah, it's
to
2 kills and 8
for
HP.
EG to 7.
I was trying not to talk because it was looking dangerous on that side, with Pancakes continuously jiggling from that default spot where he planted. You already had Superman into the A main. He had to be the first contact. If you kept jiggling there and you get instantly owned by Kiko with the way he's been playing so far, Superman had no HP at the beginning, at the end, if it had to be a 1 versus 1. So, thankfully,
So what kind of team would they need to be for you to go like, oh, this might be doable? You got top 4 team. They got to be 2 top 4 teams. If you think about it.
On that 1v2, and then he played that too.
So like it's cool to be the
decent trade.
9th, 10th team, whatever.
On the board
But
for EG. Still for
you got to be
Dizine.
2 top 4 teams. It's hard, man.
So far on both defense and on the attack, attempting to punish potentially any forward positions from NRG, but you're seeing the forward positions from NRG. It's still not to be affected by the operator of Dizine, which is nice.
Yeah. See where they go from here as it's towards the left side. EG want B. They're going to get sourced out pretty hard here. Everybody tries to hide in window for a moment. They just see Zerona. And that's not enough to commit any movement for the map.
Brock got information. He's falling back. He has the Hunter's Fury to work with as well. So play soft side, support Scuba in that sense, or even stay back towards the arches so that the team could meet up and flood.
The tier 2 teams have a higher chance than making them Fnatic? Oh, for sure.
To give that up.
Up and over, flash and in. Hunter's Fury on both sides are paying. Pancake's going to use it right away as we're battling amongst the lightning. Now Mana for 1. Scuba.
Dude, he thought he was the guy that tapped the spike.
Back quickly to try and regain control of the site. And they're actually just taking the fight straight up as Brock takes down Zerona. They keep moving in now. The 2v4. This
Kiko timing
is just going to be Kiko sourcing.
Wait, did he just beat him? I perfectly beat him to the angle. There's no way.
And yeah, he's trying to look into the site for the rest of the members of NRG, but they're everywhere making it work together as a team. And that's going to be map and series point here for the defuse is Kiko gets it. Now Ethan jumps in there to grab it.
Nice that the win con for both EG and NRG was hoping to find the beam. Who's going to pull the Hunter's Fury first? And you tried to shoot it against each other. And after Brock realizing here that he's not getting hit, just tried to do some pop damage inside the pillar.
How'd you do that?
I knew he was there, so I just shot him.
He knows too much.
Knows way too much.
But yeah, just a nice little hole by NRG towards the end, thanks to the Hunter's Fury from Brock. Currently at the top of the score, at 15, 11, 11, triple digits now.
You gonna step for 100 Thieves game? Nah, I'm gonna go bad, man.
I mean,
we'll raid someone.
From the supporting cast.
Should be a good game for you guys, though.
Ethan, Mata, and from Brock. Good on this map.
And they're ready to put the finishing touches on. Oh, he's so quick. Kiko already has his out before
the egg is streaming today.
In the fight.
Wait, Sideshow's streaming right now?
And they're trying to squeeze through the door. They're going to try to walk through. Ethan says, no, what are you guys trying to do? And yeah, EG might have a little bit of the site here, but they haven't taken anyone down, and a lot of these rounds are just coming from the post-plant retake of NRG, so they've got to thin the numbers first. And Kiko makes that even harder. It is looking grim for EG here as NRG are catapulting themselves into fantastic form heading into the playoffs. Spike is planted, and now the 3v4 as EG try to defend. Scuba got a peek. New one was there. Oh, just Pancakes denied vision, and that allows Scuba to peek out. They're trying to displace
what a
everybody.
banger
Bao has
shot,
the
mate.
elevation. His
That's
frags
hard
at
from
the
up
end of
there, by the
round
way.
have been critical. And again, he's down to low HP. Oh dear, he goes down. This is the frag. Pancake's gonna go down.
It's
And that's
unlucky.
gonna be the
Bao
defuse for
gave that a
Mata.
good go.
NRG, quite clean on the series. Battle back, Evil Geniuses
He had to
on
180
Breeze to make
and
it a
down.
2-0
Impressive.
and go undefeated in stage 2.
Big points there for